A community says goodbye to a 6-year-old.
We are learning new details in the murder of a Lexington teenager who was killed in his SUV. We have exclusive testimony from a detective on the case coming up.
We have a couple of sprinkles rolling across the region, but really what we're going to be seeing, this front actually does not move through our neck of the woods. It actually moves to the north of us. Here comes that warmer air. I'll show you historical warmth heading our way and also when that rain finally moves on through. Coming up.
This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. A final goodbye today to a young Central Kentucky boy killed during a home invasion earlier this week.
It's been a heartbreaking story throughout the week. Police say 6-year-old Logan Tipton was stabbed to death while he was sleeping early Monday morning. Today, hundreds of people have gathered for his funeral in Versailles. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is live there to show us how he is being remembered. And that is our top story at noon. Kristen?
Bill, there are hundreds of people at the football field right now saying their final goodbyes to the 6-year-old. We are where the procession is going to begin. Behind me, you can see there are fire engines. We have an ambulance. They are going to be right behind police, leading the Tiptons to the burial site. Leading the procession into the football field was the Woodford County High School football team. We do have video of them walking in. They walked in along with police and with the family to begin this funeral. Logan died Monday in what investigators are calling a random home invasion. Police say Ronald Extanis broke into the Tipton home and stabbed Logan. They also say Extanis attacked a couple of his siblings and that Logan's father held Extanis until police arrived. This morning, members of the Woodford County community said goodbye to Logan. They are honoring him with a full escort of Patriot riders, firefighters, and emergency responders. This community has raised thousands of dollars so far for the Tipton family. There's been many fundraisers held for them as well. Several of those fundraisers are going on this weekend. All that money is going to help the Tiptons at this difficult time. Live in Versailles, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Kristen, thank you very much. And Tipton will be buried at Rosecrest Cemetery later this afternoon. A murdered Madison County 911 dispatcher will be laid to rest this afternoon. Police say Benjamin Brewer was stabbed to death during a fight in Owsley County a week ago. His funeral is to be held in Boonville at 1 o'clock this afternoon, followed by burial at the Hensley Cemetery. David Sparks is charged with murder in the case.
We're learning more about a possible motive in the murder of a Lexington teenager. Terry Farrell is charged with murder and robbery. He's accused of gunning down 18-year-old Jamal Gossett last month on Kent Drive during a drug deal. WKYT's Mark Barber is outside the Fayette County Court Complex now with the latest on the case.
During the preliminary hearing, a detective testified that while 18-year-old Jamal Gossett did not know the man accused of killing him, he did set up a meeting with the man to buy a small amount of marijuana from him. Detective Reed Bowles testified that Gossett and a friend got in touch with Terry Farrell through an acquaintance. According to police, the 22-year-old Louisville man then told Gossett and his friend to meet him on Kent Drive on November 22nd. When they pulled up, detectives say Farrell and a second man got into the back seat, put guns to their heads, and demanded money. Detectives told the court today that Gossett did not cooperate, and that's why Farrell shot him. We're told Gossett's friend ran from the SUV when the second man started shooting at him. Detectives testified that they found Farrell using Gossett's phone. He was charged after a photo lineup.
We met with the known witness, and he positively identified Mr. Terry Farrell as the individual sitting behind Mr. Gossett during the time period of the robbery and murder.
Farrell's family was in court, and while they did not want to talk on camera, they did say that something about this case doesn't add up for them. They tell me that they do feel for Gossett's family and they hope they can get justice, but they don't think that Farrell is the killer. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. And a grand jury will now decide if the case against Farrell will go to trial.
4 off-duty police officers in Louisville have been turned away from a concert this week for carrying concealed weapons. 3 Louisville Metro police officers and 1 Jefferson County Sheriff's deputy were searched while trying to get into country music star Lee Brice's show at the Palace, which has a strict no weapons policy. WKYT's Rebecca Smith is at our live desk with some reaction to that. Rebecca?
Trying to get the sense for what would happen here locally. We just heard from the CEO of the Lexington Center, Bill Owen, who's in charge of the Lexington Opera House and Rupp Arena. He says as a public entity, on-duty and off-duty sworn police officers are permitted to bring their weapons into an event at Rupp Arena and any Lexington Center venue. If a promoter of any event, like the University of Kentucky, wishes to prohibit weapons at their event from taking place, we will comply, they say, with their wishes and post signage at the entrance of the event notifying the public of this restriction. But police officers, they are exempt from that. So they say, you know, it is state law that these officers are allowed, whether on duty or off duty, to take their weapons in. Now, just to give you some background here in Louisville, at the Palace venue, that's specifically where we're talking about, some off-duty officers were trying to attend a country music concert on Wednesday. Now, they say they were turned away because they had guns. State and federal law allows officers to conceal. The FOP in Louisville is involved trying to get a policy change at the Palace, at that particular venue. We asked Lexington's Police Chief Mark Barnard what he thinks about what happened.
And with heightened vigilance and asking law enforcement officers to do more, to have more sworn, trained, reliable personnel that are able to respond to provide public safety seems to be a no-brainer.
Chief Barnard says they do not require Lexington police officers to take their weapons off duty, but they do encourage it. Now, there has still been no word from the Louisville venue. When asked by our affiliate about this story, the Palace does have a strict no firearms policy. At the live desk, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
Rebecca, thank you very much. The Lexington Center says they verify an officer's identity upon arrival at any event at Rupp Arena.
Well, we could make history in the Bluegrass this weekend with temperatures flirting with 70 degrees tomorrow and Sunday. That would break a nearly 150-year-old record for this time of year. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live in our First Alert Weather Center with an early look at that nice forecast. Micah?
Oh, it's coming, that's for sure. And I just stepped outside. It actually feels really nice right now. We're at 63 degrees in many locations. Very popular number with a mixture of sun and clouds. We'll hold on to that as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon. Right around 66 degrees. Head off into your evening. A couple of parades going on. Perfect weather for that. Tomorrow morning we could wake up with a couple of sprinkles, a couple light showers, but then it clears on out. We'll have a pretty dry day there in the forecast. Heading into your Saturday and Sunday, it's all about the temperatures, so I'll have that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Micah, thank you. We'll see you in just a little bit. A central Kentucky city will be voting early next year on whether or not to stay dry. A special election on alcohol sales inside the city limits of Harrodsburg has been set for February 23rd. The date was decided after the county received a petition with the required number of valid signatures. The deadline to register to vote in that special election will be January 22nd. Members of the University of Kentucky and UK healthcare communities are fulfilling wish lists for hundreds of local children in need this holiday season. It's all part of the hospital's annual Circle of Love gift giving. This morning, volunteers helped Santa Claus load up school buses and vans with wrapped gifts for children and families.
The UK healthcare employees have really come through this year and sponsored all of our 800 children and have brought back multiple gifts for these children. And so I think that I hope that they'll have a wonderful holiday season.
Circle of Love is a 21-year-old program that was founded by UK staff and later turned into a student-run initiative. Well, associates over at the Galt House, the hotel in Louisville, are showing off their Christmas spirit.
And you can bet they'll put a smile on your face. In years past, the bellman dressed up as toy soldiers and boogied on down to the countdown to Christmas dance for the opening of the holiday season. But it was so popular, now they perform the routine daily at 5 o'clock in the evening. You can check them out until Christmas Eve in the hotel's tower lobby.
All right, looks like they've got all the moves. Well, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump is feeling the heat from some of his challengers over controversial comments he made about Muslims. We'll take a look at how it is affecting him in the polls, though, coming up on WKYT, Kentucky's #1 midday news.
Also ahead, First Lady Michelle Obama drops some beats to promote higher education in a new rap video. We'll hear her bust some rhymes coming up on WKYT News at noon.